or konnichiwa. Hello and welcome to Generation Hero, the epic superhero saga that takes you through the entirety of comic book history, one issue at a time. This is episode 3 of our modern age arc, Eternal Heroes, entitled Sword of Bravery. And like I mentioned at the end of last episode, like Spear just mentioned, this one takes place in feudal Japan. A land of samurai and ninjas, of razor-sharp swords, where life is cheap. I'll do a quick recap of where we are kind of in the wider story, because it's complicated. But first, let's meet our heroes. And these are, I'll talk about this in a second, but these are feudal Japanese renditions of the heroes they were playing. Just like last week, it was Wild West renditions of the heroes they were playing. So let's start with Marvin. I want to know who you are, who your maybe original hero is, who this feudal Japanese version is, and kind of how they're feeling, because they know somewhere in the back of their mind that these three are familiar, and something about this world is not right, not exactly real.
So hi, I'm Marvin, and I play Cloudsinger, the new Cloudsinger in this arc. But in feudal Japan, I'm known as Yasuke, after the historical Yasuke, of course. I'm a samurai in service to the local lord. What was his name? Pidgey?
Lord Pidgeykun. Yes.
Pidgeykun. I refuse to call him Pidgeykun. It's just Pidgey-dono to me.
Ooh, all right. Well, I mean, if you sworn your blade to this young lord's defense,
yes, it would be Pidgeykun.
He understands that.
Yes, and I take my job very seriously. Nobody knows what I really look like because I'm in armor 24/7.
Just like the original Skydancer. After that, we have Kat.
Hello. My regular character is Sister Midnight. My character in this is Manaka, which is Japanese for midnight. She is almost transparent, like if you look at her.
Whoa.
Like she's kind of not there. And fun thing, this is probably the last time I'm going to say anything that's not a song lyric tonight, because she entirely communicates through references to music that nobody else knows, because it's all...
Yeah, it's all, feudal Japan.
They're in feudal Japan, and she's saying things like the lyrics to Marquee Moon, so it's just, there are a lot of words that she's using that don't even make a damn lick of sense.
Confusing? Well, we'll talk about it in the recap, but yes, it is confusing. Bear with us. After that, we have Dallas.
Hey, I'm Dallas. I'm going to play my character Judge, but I'm going to be playing him as Saiban Khan, the Judge of Japan. I am going to be an honorary guest of the government and...
Lord Pidgeykun, perhaps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps a council member and ear for a moment.
Makes sense. Kind of an advisor. Pigeon Hill is the name of the little village, the small kingdom that Lord Pidgeykun commands. And finally, we have Nick.
Yep, I'm Nick, my usual character who started off as Cryo, the skater boy with ice powers. He is now known as Tolketsu, which I'm hoping is the Japanese word for freeze. But his family is a family of ninja who are in service of Pidgey-dono, used as sort of the spies and sort of information gatherers of the Dono.
Makes sense. So, a little quick recap. The reason why we're all in feudal Japan is because in our very first episode, reality broke. Or should I say, got reshuffled. It was all because of Veracity, a rather noxious, entitled fanboy type who was inspired by Paragon, powerful demon lord monster, to take over the game that we play. He destroyed the notes, these very notes. It was a nice little metafictional element. And everything got messed up. So they were thrown to a Western reality. However, Sister Midnight was able to use her powers to go into this room, Scooter's room, pass some messages over to the heroes, and they were able to get their way through the Western reality into the next one, a reality that is based off of feudal Japan. And a quick warning: I'm not a historian of feudal Japanese history. This will not be accurate. I do not speak Japanese. I have watched all the Lone Wolf and Cub movies. I watched Kill Bill, volumes 1 and 2. And I've watched all the Battles of Honor and Humanity. Battles About Honor and Humanity, I watched all those. That's about it. So, like, it's not accurate, but again, because this is not really feudal Japan. This is like a version of a comic book universe that got turned into feudal Japan. So there's like superpowers and monsters and everything you would expect from there, which is why,
Think Ninja Batman. Have you seen the movie recently?
Exactly. Or the Marvel series called Nine Ronin, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Which had like the Marvel characters in feudal Japan.
And it's also why Tolketsu has the ability to actually control ice. It's part of his family.
Exactly. There is like magic and all that kind of stuff here. And why Mayonaka is quoting all of these anachronistic song lyrics. So when the story begins, all of you are in Pigeon Hill, and everybody in this little village, it's kind of a little mountainside, hill-based village, small town area with a little castle at the center, called Pigeon Hill because all the pigeons like to nest in that castle and go in the woods there. And the family, the daimyos that live there, are big fans of the pigeons. Pigeon princes, you might say. But young Lord Pidgeykun, after following the tragic death of his parents, I mean, he's like maybe 10 or 11. He's a smart boy, a young genius, you might say. And he certainly loves those pigeons, but he is not strong enough to keep this place independent. And right now, everybody in Pigeon Hill is worried that this village's independence might soon be taken away by the invading armies of a powerful warlord known only as the Tyrant Shogun. Tyrant Shogun's just been cutting a swath across the countryside, rampaging, pillaging, conquering everything. And now he's coming here. So, everyone's definitely on edge. Lord Pidgeykun has just returned from a visit to a nearby village. He's being led through on his litter, and he is guarded by the 6 metal heroes, who are Akka, the name means red, Ao, Midori, Pinku, and Jin-Iro. And these are the versions of the Go-Go Battleneck Super Force. Mm-hmm. So they all have brightly colored samurai armor. And Akka, who is kind of their, probably the most, maybe not the leader necessarily, but the most ferocious of them, has all these dragon designs on her armor, is staying very close to Lord Pidgeykun's right hand. I would say because Saibon Khan, because you're his vizier, you're probably up there with him. So what are the rest of you guys doing as this procession is marching its way through this town?
I'm kept inside of a metal drum.
Okay. Is this metal drum in a building or just on the street?
It's being carried on a litter right now.
Okay, so maybe you think is this something that is owned by Lord Pidgeykun, or is a separate? Okay. So he's bringing you with him. Some of you guys I think you two might be in his service. You said he hired you.
Yeah, I'm sort of my family is the sort of spy master kind of
okay.
family of
for Pigeon Hill.
For Pigeon Hill, yeah.
So you're probably kind of marching a little bit further back.
Yeah.
And then Yasuke, you also are sworn to him.
Yeah. Say a foreign samurai bodyguard.
That makes sense. So maybe you're on the other side with with Akka on his right hand. You're on his left hand.
Yeah. Not officially part of the group, but on standby.
All right.
Yeah, I'm basically viewed as an oracle, but also as a dangerous thing, so that's why I'm kept in the drum.
Okay. So as you are going through, suddenly, a burst of bright pink smoke comes to life in the center of the town. And these slim ninja kind of maybe little gooey looking shapes are appearing on the rooftops over the procession.
Pidgeodono, is this part of the show?
Pidgeykun says, Saibon Khan-san, I'm afraid it's not. Those are ninjas from the Pink Lotus clan.
Well, I say you must hire them.
I
They're
think
exceptional.
they certainly are, but I'm afraid I think they might be here to, kill me.
Oh.
As he's saying this, several of these ninjas, and they're men and women, but they all have like bright pink scarves, robes, ninja outfits. I mean, it makes them stand out a little bit, but hey, they still get the job done. They are raising blowpipes and shooting down, so they were chewing up into these gumballs and firing those into the procession. So I'm going to say, Saibon Khan, you're going to take a powerful blow. And also, Lord Pidgeoon is definitely in the path of them.
I was gonna say that's what I was gonna try to defend, but okay.
Okay, let's you take a powerful blow.
take-
Maybe somebody else could defend you.
I
or...
miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Ooh,
I'll
okay.
defend
I'm
him as
gonna
well.
charge burn.
All right, so you're going to defend the young lord. How do you do so?
Alright, let's go for it.
I'm wearing my armor, so I'm just gonna stand in front of him.
That's a level.
All right, let's have you roll. Defend. Yeah, savior.
I'm also going to charge burn.
Okay.
Mark potential.
Oh no! So you got a 6. All right. The good thing is these gumballs.
Got a 4.
Okay, so the good thing is these gumballs aren't necessarily lethal. They're not like poison darts, but they do turn into this gooey, nasty gun-like substance. And he is he gets covered with it, falls from his litter, and is like stuck to the ground, trapped. And now some of these Pink Lotus ninjas are drawing their blades and coming in. The 6 metal warrior heroes rush out to battle them.
Yep.
So who would like to move now?
Yeah, I'm gonna make some ice constructs. So basically, all of my weaponry is ice. Is made of ice. So, I'm going to create some. Yeah, I'm gonna create 2 short swords. I can't remember what the Japanese name
Wakasashi, I
Wakasashi,
think?
I believe.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to. So that's going to spend 1 of my burn. And I'm just going to see if I can get in there and.
Yeah,
take them
hold
down.
off their
Yeah.
attack. Okay.
Ooh,
No.
Wait.
Oh.
Well.
What's it going to be there?
That's a 7.
11?
7.
7. Okay. So this is, I think it's probably directly engaged.
Probably, yeah.
So which one would you pick against these ninjas?
Let's.
And then I think Saibon Khan, you want him to do something, and then we'll see what
Yeah.
cats do. Up in
Got
the-
it, got it.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, we'll have cat because she was charging up.
You'd be-
Oh, I'm still in the metal drum.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you had.
All
No,
right.
I mean, she charged up. She's ready, but
Yeah.
she's still in the
Yeah.
metal drum,
Yeah.
which contains her powers, so she can't really do anything.
Well, something might happen to that.
Okay.
I'm
which-
just going to create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. So you rush in. You're like shoving aside these Pink Lotus ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
Saibon Khan, what are you up to?
So the young lord's kind of protected at the moment.
Not really. He's
to the
like
ground.
he's stuck to the ground. The ninjas are being held off, but there might be other threats.
Okay, then my goal is to get him to safety.
All right. Why don't you roll defend for him?
Nice. 11.
Whoa, very good. Okay.
Nice.
So you rush over. How do you get him off the ground and keep him safe?
I quickly rush over to him, and with my godlike beauty, I smile to assure him that he's going to be A-okay as long as he's with us.
He's like, well, I trust that smile.
And I pick him up and I say, "Get that!" And I basically just run out of there as I can.
Okay. So as you're hurrying down the other street, or back up the street, you hear a horrible metal clanking. A robotic spider, kind of a clockwork, bamboo, metal, automaton, giant spider, probably like about the size of a big bulky wagon, smashes its way into the street, and it crashes into the litter holding out those metal drum, making it spill to the side.
Okay.
Exactly. You guys know this spider is probably sent by Tsuchigomo, which is a clan of bandits. Spider-themed bandits they're like all over Japan, just causing chaos, robbing and messing up a storm, and they work very closely with the Tyrant Shogun.
And now they're working with gum ninjas.
Exactly, with these Pink Lotus ninjas.
So am I knocked out of the steel drum?
I would say so. The drum was like smashing on the ground against this big spider.
When it opens up, she says, "Finally, someone let me out of this cage." And she's gonna reality storm the spider.
All right, let's roll with that one.
Okay. Bone. So that is. Oh yeah, I need to spend a bone on that derp. It's a 9. Is that right?
Pretty good.
Yeah, 9.
All right.
It's directly engage a threat is how the reality storm works.
Okay.
So.
So which one would you pick with that 9?
I'm going to resist and avoid their blows.
Okay. So the giant spider is like lashing out with its legs,
Yeah.
but you are able to, how do you avoid it, you think?
I've got sunshine in a bag.
Oh, cool. I'm like, my mind's racing, trying to like, what is that line from? It sounds so familiar.
For this
Is
fight,
it
she's
good?
entirely using Gorilla's lyrics.
Nice.
Ooh, cool.
Nice. I'm just gonna hear him in my head the whole time.
I know.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna say, you got Lord Pichigoon up. You're taken into safety, but a few of these ninjas, or actually, I'm gonna say this. So you're with him, and you're fighting the ninjas. As long with most of the metal heroes, Akka, and Akka is Cosette, so you can like you have influence with Cosette. You can use it on her. She's rushing over, and she is like whatever region of Japan corresponds to France. I don't know what that would be. Some kind of nice middle part where it's all green and beautiful. She's rushing over, and she is like pulling a katana with a dragon decoration on the hilt.
Honestly, if she was from somewhere in Japan, she'd probably be from Osaka.
Okay, that not super. Like I said, I've only seen
It's like the monetary sort of capital. Everybody there is kind of known as being more. Like if you're going to go by Japanese stereotypes, they're known as being kind of more rough and tumble.
Okay, that
And
makes sense.
she's like really violent, so.
I can see that, yeah.
All right, so she is pulling out her katana, which is a fancy dragon-looking hilt, and it bursts into flames. She has this big, cool flaming sword.
Of course, that's where all the money goes.
And she's like, I can use this sword expertly. What better investment would there be? Now, what do you think should be done here? Oh, and actually, I should say, you take a +1 to Lord Pichikun. Yeah. For saving him. So she's asking you to, what do you think she should do?
Honestly, we need to get him out of here. Like, right now.
Yes, I am not stupid. Of course I would know. Of course I agree that is the plan, but how should we go about it?
Well, I can fly him out of here if you guys trust me with keeping him safe.
You can fly?
Huh? Well, yeah. I mean, you can turn your sword into fire.
This is that is several orders of magnitude less than flight. Very well. If you can, or actually, I'm gonna have you roll a provoke on her. See if you can, because that is a little stubborn, I would say.
10.
Nice. Okay.
+1 forward.
All right. Cool. She's like, very well. Let us see you fly, Mr. Funny Foreign Samurai Man.
Uh-huh. This is why I'm the personal bodyguard. I'll take it from here, Judge.
All right. So let's have you unleash your powers to fly him safely to the walls of the castle.
Alright. Thank God. That's a...
Thank God. That could be good.
No, it's a 6.
Oh no! All right, I'll mark potential. So what do you think messes you up? Is you're like you lift off, you're carrying him. What happens?
It's the fact that he's covered in gum
Oh no, that kind of messes you up. All right,
kind of destabilizes the
I'm gonna say you make it like kind of halfway down the street. Your jetpack sort of malfunctions because of that gum, and the two of you smash together in front of the spider, which is weakened, but it's not out yet. And right now, it's raising its like razor sharp sword mandibles to cut you both up.
Who's trying to cut up?
Pidgey-kun and Yasuke.
I'm gonna throw up a shield.
Ooh, okay.
So
I did level up, though.
Oh, nice.
rolling.
Nice.
Okay.
That's really good. It's a really high roll. Yeah. Okay, so so what does that look like?
So basically, yeah, I think just a block of ice just sort of like materializes in sort of an arc and just right above them. So-
The swords just crash into it, aren't able to get through. Pidgey-kun is just like freaking out. Saiban Khan.
I am gonna say, excellent move, Taketsu. I'm gonna head on over to the Pidgeotto, though. He looks a bit in trouble still.
Of course, I will try and keep these pink ninja pink.
I have no doubts, my friend. No doubts at all. And I rush off towards the.
I love this like southern fried samurai. Okay, so you race over to them. What move do you think you're gonna do there?
So he's just crashing into a wall.
They're like in the street in front of the spider. Right now, his ice wall is protecting them.
All right, I'm gonna do my best to check his pack if I can, see if I can get him on his way again, because you can get him out away, right?
Right. Why don't you roll Pierce the Mask for that?
Just chip the gum out of the exhaust pipe on the armor.
What do you do for Pierce?
That's plus mundane.
That's mundane. So that's my roll of 10, and I'll take it. I get 0 mundane. So.
Okay. I mean, you're only asking questions. I'm gonna say like because of that good roll, you're able to like figure out how to get the gum out of the jetpack and it can function again.
Here's your problem.
There's gum all over the place. Mayanaka, what are you up to at this point?
I'm useless, but not for long. And she runs away. She uses move. Spend 1 burn to move to any place you can choose within the scene. Breaking through, slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way. So, like, the spiders freaked her out, and I'm gonna clear Afraid.
Just teleports out of there?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because she had to mark 3 conditions.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Lovely.
So she is zoomed away. Pidgey-kun is like, I guess Mayanaka, please come back. But you have run away.
Yeah, at least for this turn.
Akka is like rushing over trying to defend the spider. The ninjas are still, I mean, they were held off for a bit, but they were kind of closing in now. The other 6 metal warrior heroes are battling them, but it's kind of a even fight. So let's see, Yasuke.
Alright, for this, I'm gonna put on my game face to defend this game.
Up and away.
And I'm going to mark guilty.
She teleported up. Like, we're on a city, well,
You're on like a very small city street and leads to like this kind of small castle.
she teleported onto one of the nearby roofs.
Okay, so you're watching everything from above.
Alright, so let's try this again. Stay close to me, like, hang on. And I'll try and fly us out of here the fastest way I can.
All right, give me Unleash Your Powers.
Yeah. Nice. 11.
Whoa. Okay, you zoom safely into the castle walls. Okay, so at this point, Akka's like, the daimyo is safe. Quickly, back to the walls. You can take +1 to Lord Pidgey-kun, by the way. He was way influenced like candy. He's a kid, and you're saving his life.
So with this, I'm going to charge up again because I don't have enough burn to do this, but I'm also going to overcharge.
Ooh, see what happens there.
Okay, I have to mark a condition, but I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna mark insecure and be like, I hope this works, and I'm going to slam the constructs into the ground, and basically from the 2 Wakizashi, just ice is going to create a barrier, like, so that not only that we can sort of get away safely, I'm just like, okay, and
Whoa, nice.
Get out of
Cover
here.
your escape.
yep.
All right. So roll. This would be Unleash Your Powers, I think.
With overcharge,
Oh,
I can
yeah.
take,
It actually-
I can take 10 plus to it.
Nice. All right.
So,
That ice wall is there.
Yep.
You guys are able to hurry back. You can see the spider trying to like chip through, but it's not quite working. And the ninjas are the Pink Lotus ninjas are stuck on the other side of that wall.
I'm on the other side of that wall, too.
You are as well, yes. But the Metal Warrior heroes and you guys, besides Mayanaka, have made it up the road back to the now open castle gates. So you guys are safe. Mayanaka,
Yes,
what are you doing?
I am charging up.
Okay.
Well, that's a lot better because I currently have 2 conditions marked. So I have to mark a condition, I think. Yep. So now I'm angry. But I get to have 3 bones. And she stands up on the roof and she says, "Y'all can see me now because you don't see with your eyes. You perceive with your mind." And she unleashes a reality storm on everybody that she can find.
Whoa. All right.
So
So you're gonna roll directly engage for that one, or
Yeah.
are you overcharging? Okay.
she doesn't have overcharge, actually.
Oh, right.
She's doing directly engaged, and she's spending an extra point for worship,
Ooh.
by the way. And I feel like she's both damaging things to clear angry, and she's also clearing insecure because she's doing something stupid without telling anybody she was going to do it.
Okay.
She's still a little hopeless
Hmm.
because she needs to do drugs to get rid of that.
Well, they got some drugs in the castle, perhaps.
So let's see. So that is a 10.
Nice. All right. So which 2 are you picking there?
Well, worship already sort of covers the impress, surprise, and
Yeah,
frighten.
definitely.
So I am going to take something from them. These are all bubblegum people, right?
That is correct.
So they're liquefied.
Whoa.
And I'm resisting and avoiding any blows. So just this, I feel like just the spider is left. If
Yeah.
that's the case.
You want it to like worship you?
Yes.
All right. This giant mechanical spider is just like bows down before you. Whatever. The weird Tsuchigomo mind has now switched to following your commands.
I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad.
Is it like creakily
Yeah,
bows in
and
front
I'm
of you? With its...
Just like stroking its metal face. And I'm gonna ride it back to the castle.
All right, so we'll cut ahead. After this chaotic entry to the village, perhaps maybe a few hours later, everybody is safely within the castle walls. Lord Pichikun is cleaned up, still a little freaked out, but he's feeling a bit better. Everybody is there together, and you are riding on the back of this giant mechanical monster Tsuchigomo.
I still don't trust that thing.
I get by with a little help from my friends.
That's
I get high with a little help from my friends.
Yes.
Aka's like, huh?
I'm just gonna.
Well done. Well
Yes.
done.
Yes. Good job. Good
I
job.
get high with a little help from my friends.
So much madness in this
Aye.
place.
Like you're high now.
No, I believe she needs to be.
Heroin.
Oh.
It's
What?
my wife. It's my wife.
Oh dear, the white powder.
Do we even have that here?
I mean, it would be like opium.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna say, I better be Mirai or Pinku. He comes out with a big old opium pipe. He lives to serve.
Why
Just
do we
be like,
even have this?
Here you are.
Did someone say?
Pichikun's uncle
I'm
was really
beginning to
into
see
it.
the light.
So while you are enjoying the relief from the pipe,
There's a lot of problems in this time, but woof, none of them are mine.
Pichikun says, well, I'm not sure about that, but I definitely think the people who tried to assassinate me were hired by the tyrant Shogun. And Tsuchigomo, they're becoming sort of his right-hand goons, and the Pink Ninja Lotus Clan, they'll fight for whoever as long as whoever pays them. So I think he definitely hired them for the assassination, which means he's trying to get rid of me so he can easily claim this land.
I was aware. Yes. How can we possibly get a step ahead of him, if I may say?
Well, unfortunately, I would say we could fight him, but our army consists of these 6 guys and you. It's just not enough. But there still might be a chance. Akka says,
Spider too.
"Yeah,
We
look,
could be heroes just
We
for
can
one
be.
day.
well, that's true, but we'd have to resist him in a very long siege and battle. It'll take a lot more than one day."
Kick out the jams, motherfucker.
What? You mean like strawberry berry jam? Very weird. I wouldn't want to kick those out. They're delicious. Akka says, there may be a chance. There is a custom of the duel. If our champion can defeat their champion, they will be honor bound to leave Pigeon Hill alone. Unfortunately, their champion is an Oni. And not just any Oni. It is known as Venerable Oni. He has destroyed 1,000 warriors.
I mean, we do have a giant metal spider.
He will destroy even that.
Fuck.
It is said there is only one sword that could even have a chance of breaking his hide. The Sword of Bravery. And the one who wields it? Legend speaks of him. Courageous Cutter is his name. They say once he fought with Tsuchigomo, but then he gained a sense of honor. He tried to fight against them, serve a noble lord who was then killed. He became a Ronin and wandered the land, taking his great sword, the Sword of Bravery, with him. Until, and then he vanished. Pichi-kun says, but there is rumors that Courageous Cutter is in Butcher's Bay. It's a outlaw cove frequented by pirates. Foreigners like to go there. No offense. I'm sorry.
It's alright, you're 11.
Getting quiet.
He's a starman waiting in the sky.
Well,
I
that's.
mean, it's not wrong.
He's like, that's very accurate, actually.
He thinks he'll blow your mind.
Well, I would say he already has, with his amazing flying abilities and saving my life.
Also accurate. Do you see
So-
the future?
Let all the children boogie.
So, if you can find your way to Butcher's Bay, seek out Courageous Cutter, maybe he'll give you the Sword of Bravery. Maybe you could convince him to come back and fight alongside of us. We don't have that much money in the treasury, but I'd pay him whatever he needed. But I think that might be our only hope. We can find him, get the Sword of Bravery, use that to defeat the Venerable Oni in a duel.
Well, would you say this Courageous Cutter was a man of honor over money?
He has some honor. He's a Ronin right now.
Perhaps he's
So perhaps you could appeal to that, I would say.
good to know.
He had some honor at some point.
He became the special man.
And the special man we need right now.
Exactly. All right, so
Screwed up eyes and screwed down hairdo like a cat from Japan.
Yes!
Pidgey-kun's like, well, I'm more friends with the pigeons. The cats kind of bother them. Would you like to take some of my pigeon friends for the journey?
No.
Oh, okay.
You can leave them to hang.
Did they come with message containers?
Yeah, they can. Some of them do,
Okay.
but I prefer them just for the nice friendship they share. I love Nick's look at that. He's just like, ugh. You can take a messenger pigeons along, so maybe you could ask for some help there.
There we go.
All right. So, are you taking anything or repairing anything when you head to Butcher's Bay? You're just heading over there. That's okay.
I mean, I could get a sword, but all the swords I use break on impact.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was provided with what I have at my birth.
So I'm gonna say, you four heroes, are you taking the giant metal spider?
Yes.
I kind of assumed you would. You head down the road and you make your way to Butcher's Bay. It is a ramshackle, seaside, rainy, riotous sort of place. All of these roughly constructed wooden buildings pushed together, gambling halls, opium dens, and there's fights breaking out everywhere, crazy tea houses and sake bars. You head into the largest of these establishments, and you can't see Courageous Cutter, but you do know. I'm gonna say Akka told you about someone who is known to be an associate of him, a foreigner, a Dutch trader by the name of Van Floix. It is this universe's version of Flux, who some of you guys might have some influence on. And you can make him out. I mean, there's lots of foreigners there, but Van Floix is definitely one of the more flamboyantly dressed. He's wearing like a big fancy Renaissance era. I'm trying to think of like the Renaissance equivalent of the blazer and t-shirt look. I think it involves a very large
like
ruff.
a tunic and pantaloons.
Exactly. He's just rocking a tunic and pantaloons. I'm sure he has a big old ruff though. Those big like silky collars that your Renaissance types have. And he's just hanging out. They got a band going on. He's throwing back the sake and enjoying the scene. So, how are you guys going to approach and perhaps befriend Van Floix?
What's he eating, drinking, or doing at the moment?
He's just throwing back some sake right now.
Oh, I join him, but I don't actually drink, so I do my best to. It's just a pleasure.
He's like,
I don't invite.
I gotta think of my weird Dutch accent. What is a Dutch? Listeners or viewers, write in and tell me what a Dutch accent is. What are you? Did you just throw your drink behind your shoulder?
Of course I didn't. You didn't see that. Quite quick.
Give me a provoke on him.
Shine on me, crazy diamond.
Very crazy. This is delicious.
7.
Okay, so
Almost missed.
you could take +1 to Van Floix or Flux. You could take a critical opportunity, which I'm going to say an opportunity to meet another friend of Courageous Cutter might occur, or you can gain influence over Van Floix.
We need more information, don't we? So I guess we got to meet the next guy. Get that influence or information. Is that what you basically just?
I'm going to say there's going to be an opportunity to meet another ally
Okay.
of Courageous Cutter, or you can get the influence over Van Floix.
Oh.
That's either or. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How many drinks can you knock back?
Yeah, I'll take the influence, I guess.
Okay.
See if I can get how to get to Courageous Cutter. Or
All
someone
right.
else
So
with a
yes,
better
you
idea.
can write +1.
Okay.
So he's like, well, you may throw sake drinks behind you in a foolish manner, but I like your style. Please sit and drink with me, and your friends are welcome.
One whiskey, one bourbon, and one beer.
Ah, I like your style.
That's for all of us, right?
He
all
says,
by myself. It's gonna be all by myself.
oh, well, but that's perhaps a grand idea. Would one of you care to challenge the thirstiest mouth in not Denmark, the thirstiest mouth in Holland in a drinking contest?
Oh yeah, my previous character. Was
Take one down.
Yeah.
I would've
What's
done
that?
Take one down. Pass it around.
Yeah,
Ooh, all right. So he summons
There you go.
the waiter, and they both get 2 very large bottles of sake.
Oh boy.
Van Floix says, I just enjoy visiting the world, traveling, going all these wonderful new places, and meeting all these wonderful new things. So a drinking contest with some sort of... what exactly are you? Well, that would be very interesting.
I said.
Ah, okay. So, Kat, I'm going to have you take a powerful blow
Okay.
and see how well you can weather the effects of the sake.
Okay.
Unless one of your allies wants to do something to help you. They could
Well,
assist
I
you.
actually had an idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's hear your idea.
I'm thinking that she might spend her last burn to create a moat inside of herself.
Oh, interesting.
So she's just basically lined her intestines.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. So you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
And so you need to take a powerful blow. Instead, you're throwing them back, and you are just fine.
Yes.
However, Van Floix, he gets pretty tipsy. Like he's actually kind of a lightweight. So
You've got to make way for the Homo Superior.
I think Latin, that language, I understand. I think perhaps I am drunk. Well, my cap is off to you. He's a very large cap with lots of cool feathers. You can take +1 to Flux as well. So he definitely is very much more friendly to you.
Excuse me, baby, but I'm drunk.
I would say I am the same. Tell me, what are you doing in this Bay of Butchers?
Well, we are looking for one known as the Courageous Cutter.
He says, "Oh yes, the Ronin. I have indeed heard of him. He's actually friends with another a woman of I believe she comes from China. If you could find her, she would probably take you right to a Courageous Cutter if you could get on her good side, and that might not be so easy. She is rather fierce. In fact, they call her Warship Princess Beijing, given where she comes from, and she fights with the power of an entire warship."
I'm a mess without my little China girl.
Well, she certainly leaves a mess wherever she goes. And as he's pointing, you can see a brawl about to break out. Warship Princess Beijing, who is a kind of small, dark-haired, young Chinese woman who's wearing like a soldier's outfit, maybe a little bit Mulan-ish, perhaps. She was trying to sit at the end of the bar, just enjoying some sake by herself. But now a bunch of samurai who are wearing the banner of the Tyrant Shogun come in, and they start hassling her. They are led by one of them who is wearing red armor, who's kind of like a nasty demon-looking face on his mask. This is Volcano Eater. He might be one who would be mind-controlled and sound like he's from New Jersey and tricked into that in another dimension. But he's the one who's leading this like band of samurai, and they're kind of getting in her face.
I want to jump in front of him, sort of like grab him.
Yes!
Like, oh.
How dare you?
I'm
His
charging
name's
up.
Okay.
what again?
Volcano Eater.
Oh, that was
Oh,
awesome.
Volcano Eaters, wasn't it wonderful to meet you back at the country club? It was so great back there. You were such a gentleman, I have to say. Can I take some time to buy you a drink, sir?
Your dog-like... Well, actually, I want you to provoke. Your dog-like mewling pleases me. How'd you do there?
Rope was another 7. This one.
Okay. You could, look, so he's not going to like you. You could take +1 him if you want to go for that. Or you do the critical opportunity, which is he won't like you, but he'll go with you. He'll be distracted.
I would like to distract him. That's my goal. Yes.
Alright, his attention is on you. And his fellow warriors are kind of on you as well.
So be it. All right.
Sister Mayonaka just suddenly stands up and goes, "Come on, baby, light my fire," and unleashes a reality storm on the bar.
Alright, give me directly engage. Are you just on the bar in
Is it-
general, or are
yeah.
you on these, okay.
She's just destroying as much as possible.
Alright, well, that might be the way into Warship Princess's heart.
Yeah.
It's war, not worship. It's warship, I should say. I want to make that clear.
So, yeah.
This is the feudal Japanese or feudal Chinese version of Battle Girl Potemkin.
That's a 10
Okay.
because it's a reality storm, so she gets to roll on free.
All right. So pick 2.
She's
I guess?
doing unwanted collateral damage.
Okay.
So she's resisting and avoiding blows, and she's creating an opportunity for her allies.
Okay. So there's like. So how does this look exactly?
She basically stood up and said, "Come on, baby, light my fire."
Oh, Nick's like. Ugh.
And it's weird fire. It's like blue flames that just kind of goes through people. Like, it's just very messed up, and it's destroying, like, bottles burst. Some people's hair catches on fire. It's just very random how it's working.
Okay. Well, this unleashes chaos. Volcano Eater draws his sword and says, "They have insulted the Tyrant Shogun. They shall pay for it with their lives." And they
I'm
start.
an antichrist.
That makes I have no frame of reference to understand that.
I'm an anarchist.
Kill them all. Again, I do not understand these references.
I don't know what I want, but I know how to get it.
You're gonna take a powerful blow. He's coming straight to you with the sword.
I want to destroy,
I
possibly.
would like to shield her.
Okay.
My last burn.
So let's have you roll defend for that.
13.
Dang. Okay.
So basically, I think what happens is, oh no, I would have to actually make a construct to do that. So that's not going to happen. So another sort of
I know that.
very thin sort of block of ice just comes up and sort of fuses his hands together for a second in ice and just stops him in mid swing.
He's like, what is this sorcery? So you could add team point to the pool or clear a condition. Or do you still have that 13 you were telling me? That great roll for the defend, or is it a little
That
different?
was the defend. That was shielding. That was defending someone. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can.
I am going to clear my condition.
Okay, so you block his blow, and I'm gonna say, Warship Princess, like, she starts tearing into his retainers, just like Battle Girl Potemkin was smashing up tanks. She just punches the head off of a samurai.
Nice.
And sends it flying across the room. And she's looking over at you two, and she's like, I like your style.
Destroy everything you touch.
Exactly. I'm gonna say you can take +1 to Warship Girl or Warship Princess Beijing / Battle Girl Potemkin.
Okay.
These do carry over at different renditions of the characters. All right. So I'm gonna say Volcano Eater, like, he rebounds, he kind of bumps towards you, Yasuke.
As I'm trying to get a drink and he smashes it out of my
I
hand.
am going to defend him.
Okay. So you roll defend.
Okay, that's savior, right?
That is
Yep.
correct.
I don't.
And the drink smashes.
It's a 5.
What do you think goes wrong there?
Basically, yeah, she tries to set up a moat and fails miserably at it, and now your feet are fused to the floor.
But I gotta fly, man.
Well, your feet are fused to the
I know. Now you're
Damn.
stuck to the floor. Volcano Eater says, "Ha! Now you are trapped in position, making you an even easier target for my blade."
It depends if you can actually hit me. Yeah, chick.
Well, you're gonna take a powerful blow as he swings his katana at you.
I'm going to charge up and try and defend.
No, Nick.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
You
not-
can charge
fine.
up, though.
You can
I
charge,
can charge
up.
up, which fails miserably.
But let's see down with this powerful blow.
Ew, 10.
Okay.
The dice have failed me.
I've got all the flares now.
Yeah, you get some rough rolls today,
They've been
Yasuke.
bad.
But so which one are you picking for 10? You gotta pass out, lose control of your powers in a terrible way, or 2 options in the lower list.
I'm gonna pick 2 options from the lower list. I am angry that my drink spilled. I never get to drink around the house. And I am now kind of hopeless because I'm never going to get the drink now.
Would you like to? I would say you could either attack, make a teammate do something foolish. You could lash out verbally at one of your
Oh, you should lash out verbally.
friends. That could be a good option. Or you could they'll get an opportunity, which I'm gonna say he's gonna like kind of. You're gonna fall back and be like he'll pin you like to the wall behind you, and you'll be like even more trapped and vulnerable to his attacks.
Crap. You know what? I'm going to give ground.
Excuse me.
You're right.
Yeah, I just went down the wrong way.
Yeah.
All right, you are pinned to the wall.
Son of a bitch! You can't even give
Alright.
Okay.
Simon Khan, what are you doing in this?
I see him in serious trouble, so I'm gonna run over there and try to get him out of that situation.
Excuse me.
Is
Algae's this time not good.
Nah.
the guy? I forget his name again. Sorry, the flaming sword guy.
Volcano Eater.
Volcano. I never wrote that one down. That's why. Is Volcano back to me?
I would say so. Yeah, he's busy like trying to hack up this guy.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna take what I can, like bar stool, bar fight style, and whatever's the heaviest thing, swing at the back of his head. I'm more of a defender than an attacker, but I'll take an opportunity shot.
All right, give me a directly engage.
Yep.
This is where I suck.
Well,
Not so much today. That's a 9.
I think I've been
Is directly engage is
interpreting
danger,
clear
right?
conditions
Yep.
wrong.
Yes, that's a 9 straight.
So good.
Do you clear conditions right when you do something, or are you supposed to wait until later for them to be cleared?
we've been doing it when you do
Yeah.
it. So.
Yeah, when you take an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like when it's like before you roll, so you don't need to wait to see how you. Because when you do a full reaction, like it may end up going great.
Yeah.
All right.
So I got a 9. So
All right, which one are you picking?
I'm just gonna resist anything that might happen to me, which is kind of like I call my divine armor. I don't wear the armor. It's kind of like in Pulp Fiction. If it goes by me, it goes by me. If
That
not-
makes sense.
If not, I wasn't looked out for that day.
Whoa. So I'm gonna say you smash like a bar stool against his back.
But I'll just dodge.
They have
Oh,
bar
that
stools in
didn't
feudal
work.
Japan. I don't know, but
That
there
didn't
was
work.
one here. And he just like he spins around, ignoring Yasuke, takes a quick stab at you and misses.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna say. Who do you think is closest to Van Floyks? I'm gonna say it is Toketsu. I'll learn all your names by like the end, and then we'll never need them again.
That's fine. Yeah, we're not gonna
So
forget.
Van Floyks, like he kind of points to what he's sitting on, which is a crate, and he like opens it up, and you see that it's full of gunpowder bombs. And he says, "Maybe these could be useful." I am a gunpowder is one of the many products that Van Floyks sells.
Well, you're kind of talking to someone who doesn't really use that kind of thing, but
Perhaps you could make exception,
Miss Red, she
or one of your friends could use it.
possibly.
I believe-
Okay.
I believe so.
Yep.
Let me stand next to your fire.
Not such a good idea.
I have only one itching desire. Let me stand next to you.
Are you grabbing some of these gunpowder bombs?
Yeah.
All right. What are you gonna do with them?
I'm gonna do irresponsible things with them, 'cause that's how she rolls.
Cool.
First, I'm gonna charge up. Who's still available for targets? Oh, that's actually a 10.
There's like a few samurai
'Cause I still have
retainers
guilty.
left, and Volcano Eater hasn't really been hit at all, except for he had a stool broken against his armor. It distracted him from cutting up Yasuke, but that's about it.
Am I behind him right now?
Yeah, because he spun around to target him.
Alright.
So I'm going to walk over to. Well, Volcano is made of fire, right? So
He's not made of fire. He likes to eat fire, but it's more of a nickname.
Oh, okay. So he can be hurt with fire.
Exactly. Or gunpowder.
Okay. So I walk straight over to him, holding the gunpowder, and say to him, "Come on, touch me, babe. Can't you see that I'm not afraid?"
He's like, such impudence will be rewarded with death! And he prepares to take a slice at you.
Yeah, I'm actually putting a moat around us and doing a reality storm to blow us both up.
Cool. Alright, let's roll for that one.
Okay. So it's going to be contained, but let's see. Well, that's still freak, so that's a 9.
Okay. Which one do you think you would take here? Or you would pick here? You could definitely take something from him.
Yeah, I'm taking something from him. I don't know what we want to specify, but he's losing at least one body part in this.
Yeah, it would be like his limbs,
Could take his eyes.
that could be cool. Or like the rest, most of his face, his features.
Yeah.
Yeah. After this explosion goes off, however, your Sister Midnight in none of her forms is immune to explosions. None of us are, sadly.
Nope.
I'm afraid you're gonna take a powerful blow unless.
I figured.
Yeah, I don't think any of your friends can really get to you to help you there. So
In the moat.
yeah.
I'm still stuck to the wall.
Working on that one.
I am actually going to spend one more bone
hmm
for shielding.
Nice. So when this moat comes down,
which still succeeds. So
Cool.
it's roll plus freak instead of plus savior.
Mm-hmm.
So oh wait, that's for somebody else. I just make another moat inside of the moat. Moat and a moat.
Sure. That makes sense. I mean, it's little moats within moats.
Yeah, why not?
And when these moats fade, Volcano Eater has been blasted to bits. He like stumbles back a bit and collapses into a burned out heap.
Alrighty.
I feel free.
Can I use his sword to pry him from the wall, or you get that thing? Whatever.
Yeah, I want you to give me a comfort and support to try and get him out of there.
I mean, that would be nice. So I can actually do
mundane?
something.
It is.
8.
Okay. Well, you can't. So, you are freed from the wall, and you get to clear a condition.
Hooray. I'm no longer hopeless.
That makes sense.
Are there
so,
anyone
I'm
left?
free.
the other samurai have like the few like the one survivor just drops the sword and runs away.
Alrighty then.
2.
The one survivor.
Yeah, Warship Princess. Pretty much the ones that you didn't take out, Warship Princess took out.
Okay, so actually, as he's running, I'm going to create a construct of,
Whoa.
you know those things on chains?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
kind of like
so-
hook chain things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm basically just going to whip it out at.
Yeah, I
And
saw the
sort of wrap
Deadliest
it-
Warrior with the ninja.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap the chain around his legs and just pull him back.
All right, give me a directly engage with that one.
Alright. It's a 10.
Whoa! All right, you could mess him up with this. Which two are you picking?
Yep. I'm going to take away his footing, obviously, and frighten him.
Yeah, I would say he's pretty terrified.
Good.
So this poor samurai is dragged back in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's not very nice of you to run away, unless you're going to give a message to the tyrant.
What could I tell him?
He needs to leave. Just leave.
You probably
Or
would.
we'll be back.
Oh, okay, I'll tell him, but I can tell you he's not going to be really into that message.
Well, he can find out what happens if he doesn't.
Ooh. He hurries away. You can see a big anime sweat drop through his armor somehow. So, Warship Princess turns around. I already gave you +1. I'm going to say you can take +1 to Warship Princess / Battle Girl Potemkin. So she says, that was well done. You demonstrated your martial abilities ably.
Yeah, I helped.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
were more stuck to the wall, but you provided moral support for your friends.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
Just, I gotta fly, right?
You're like a bird. You'll only fly away.
And if my feet are stuck to the ground, it doesn't help at all.
Van Flick says, we could use gunpowder to blow him off of the ground.
I mean, I'd probably survive it.
Gunpowder, treason, and plot.
Exactly. Should we?
So I'm going to say that action that I just did was foolhardy, so I'm going to clear insecure.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah,
you-
I mean, it
unless you
makes sense. I
progressed.
mean, now the
Yeah.
Tyrant Shogun knows you're coming, so.
So,
Alright, so how are you going to get his feet off of the ground?
what is he stuck to the ground with?
Your feet in the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. Your head will collapse. There's nothing in it. There's my mind.
So are his feet just sort of
Fused
in the
to
ground?
the ground.
Yeah.
I was stuck to the wall. Now I'm fused to the ground.
I'm going to try to basically just freeze the ground around him and try and just break it.
Okay, why don't you give me Unleash Your Powers for that one?
10.
Whoa, okay. Definitely does it. I'm going to say, we'll count that as kind of a comfort and support. You can clear another condition if you want.
I'm still angry, but I'm no longer guilty.
Nice. And you are free to walk around. So Van Floyd says, I think they are seeking the Ronin, the courageous cutter.
Yes.
That is correct. We are.
The princess says, "Well, I'll take you to him, but he's not that courageous anymore. Follow me." She leads you out of this sake bar into a rainy alley, down this kind of narrow alley, and at the end, amongst all the garbage, just drinking that rice wine straight out of the bottle, is Courageous Cutter. He is holding a very fancy sword, the brave blade itself, like kind of close to him. He looks definitely not in the shape to fight.
Oh boy.
He has been, he's pretty old, and he's like ravaged by just drinking endlessly.
Oh, come on. We came all this way to find you, and look at yourself.
Huh?
Just another sad old man, all alone and dying of cancer.
I'm dying of something, the same disease that kills all of us.
Time?
Exactly. Or just the bloodshed that seems never to leave this land or this world or all worlds.
Blood on the rise, it's following me.
Oh, all worlds. All worlds. What do you know about all worlds?
Just what the witch with no eyes tells me.
A witch was not. We've met her.
Have we?
Yeah, he's kind of like,
Nice.
he's like, he looks right at you and he's like, she is you, and yet she is not you.
So,
She speaks to me from far away.
I am you, and what I see is me.
Yes.
We know this. I know we know this.
Yeah.
I know.
As she's saying this, you guys are all starting to realize, like, something. Yeah, this isn't. There is something else out there. There is some. As bizarre as it sounds, there's some truth to his words.
We're not supposed to be here, are we?
So the witch says,
We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year.
Year after year, I know.
Wandering over the same old ground, what have we found?
I
Same
know.
old fears.
In every one of these, those fears remain. But I think our.
I'm afraid of Americans.
That does ring a bell.
I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it. I'm afraid I can't.
He's like, you have to try. He holds up the sword and he's like, the eyeless witch. She says this sword is made of some refashioned metal taken from the helmet of a long dead warrior, someone who sought peace. It is the key to all of these worlds. It must be broken in a victorious battle.
But what
And
do you-
then perhaps it could become the key that unlocks the door.
Let my love open the door to your heart.
I don't think love would do the job.
Can you fight
Love is all you need.
by any chance?
Love. Or it's just gonna be like love, love, love.
Well, I'm not-
Everybody now.
Well,
You're asking me if you can fight?
Yeah.
He's like once, but not anymore.
Yeah.
why do
You
say
think-
that?
Look at me. Do you think any of you could try and wield the sword of bravery?
That's
I could give it a
not
shot.
my usual choice of weaponry.
I am a rock. I am an island.
Well, maybe not her. She's an island after all.
You know what?
An ocean never cries.
Are you guys okay with this?
you may try that. I rely on my talents and my friends around me and the environment to do what I do best. So,
It's lit to pop. Nobody's ever gonna stop.
Why don't you give me? So he's like, why do you think you would be the one to wield it?
Well,
He is Iron Man.
kind of.
That's fair. When you two give me a provoke with that, actually.
so I hear the big bend of the string right now.
Provoke is superior, right?
That's right. So either of you can roll.
7.
Okay.
Let's forget what.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say,
I could gain a critical opportunity.
Yeah, I'm saying the opportunity is that he'll be like, he'll ask for a demonstration. He'll ask for somebody to like prove that you could use the sword, some kind of.
Heavy boots of lead feel as victims full of dread.
Alright, so he handles the sword, and he's like,
Show me your stuff, Yasuke.
yeah, exactly.
Alright. I'm gonna
What he
take
said.
off my helmet. Gonna switch my mundane with my danger.
Dun, dun, dun.
Whoa. Reveal, Yasuke revealing the Cloud Singer within.
Alright. Let's do this then. And I grab the sword and show him my moves. On him.
What? You're gonna cut up this poor innocent, or no, you're not innocent.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to demonstrate. Without
Oh.
killing him.
Alright. Why don't you roll, this be plus danger or plus freak? What do you think?
Plus danger. It is a
Alright.
dangerous situation.
Makes sense to me.
And that is an 8.
Okay,
So I'm going to take all doubt from him.
Why not just impress him?
whoa.
I can also do that.
I mean, that is kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's
well,
It's
taking-
kind of the same.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
kind of
it's
the same thing. Alright, he'll be like, you can wield that blade. So the
We
sword.
are the champions, my friend.
Yes.
So
And
I'll
we'll
take the
keep on
sword.
fighting till the end.
Which I
Whoa!
have.
And there it is, the sword of bravery itself. I'm very glad we got a nice plastic sword.
Yes.
Not like the
I made
metal.
sure.
Not like the actual Brave Blades, nasty metal one. You can take
Blunted.
+1 to Courageous Cutter / Brave Blade if you want.
Alright.
Or not if you want, you can. Alright, now you just gotta figure out a way to get into a battle and shatter that sword. So, Warship Princess and Van Floyx sort of go around Courageous Cutter, and Warship Princess is like, so, where are you guys going now? Another fight, perhaps?
Well, I think with that sword, it might be a good idea to go straight for the tyrant.
Because we need to break the sword in a duel to, what was it again? Go down deeper into the world or something?
The tyrant seems to be the one to talk to either way.
Alright.
Warship Princess, will you be joining us?
Why don't you give me a provoke with her? She certainly seems into it, and Van Floyx is like, uh-oh, not so good?
Hey,
Yeah,
to
I-
mark up potential.
5. There's true potential, yeah.
Alright, potential.
She's like, well,
I like your style.
you are very weak.
I'm not very strong, yes.
Van Floyx's like, perhaps I could go with you, along with my ox cart full of gunpowder.
I mean, it
Could
could
be
be a
useful.
second plan.
That sounds like a party.
Could be useful. We might not be able to get that duel very easily.
I might get my ass
But if
kicked.
we can draw him out, perhaps.
Quite possibly.
So are you guys going to try to either provoke for Van Floyx or
Look at his muchness.
Worship Princess? I'll let you do both at the same
Well-
time if someone wants to roll for them.
Miss Princess, I believe this confrontation is going to be quite epic, one would say. So it could be very much a test of mettle for you.
Well, that sounds interesting. Why don't you roll provoke for her?
And I do have +1 to her. +1 to 6. Provoke is superior. Oh no, and I have -2 to provoke. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
4, 5, 6,
It's a 6?
4.
Oh,
Alright,
no!
potential.
Mark potential there.
Darn it, why did I have to be guilty?
And she's like, maybe I'll let you handle this yourselves. And we
Uh,
gonna try and convince Van Floyx to go with you?
well,
Anyone have influence over
Uh,
it?
I
I'll
will look
do-
at. I do have. I think I have influence on both of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gave them to you during the. You
Yes.
pressed them both during that
Yes.
that brawl.
And so
there.
I'm going to try to impress them both by
There you
saying
go.
this: "Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Oh.
Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. If you want to view paradise, Simply look around and view it. Anything you want to, do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing to it.
Whoa, speaking of another Billy Acknow, another Generation Hero character who may make an appearance in the future. All right, why don't you
That's
roll?
my provoke attempt with both of them.
Okay, why don't you roll provoke?
Okay. That is a 6.
Oh no!
They didn't know what I was talking. Oh wait, but I've got +1 with both of them.
Yeah,
So that's
it's a
a 7.
7.
All right, I'm gonna say Van Flix will go with you, and worship Princess might show up later. She's not gonna go with you. She might, she's gonna go off and do her own thing. Maybe she'll reappear.
I'll take a
Alright.
rain check.
Exactly. What's her range check? She heads off looking for some more stuff to fight. Probably beat up some pirates.
Just remember, there's a lot of people to fight at the Tyrant's Fortress.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you get that nice ox cart full of gunpowder. You still have that. Oh, you never used the giant mechanical spider. I guess you just rode it over.
Yeah. I take that. I get on with my giant mechanical spider.
We'll use it as insurance,
Mm.
right?
I'm jamming good with Weird and Gilly and the spider from Mars.
Well, technically, it's from Japan. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. A good policy. Generation Hero, don't worry about it. So you ride over. I'm gonna say you're trying to catch up to the Shogun, to the Tyrant Shogun's army. Well, you do. That's the good news. The bad news is it's right outside of Pigeon Hill.
Oh boy.
Yeah, when you come back, you see big encampment all around it, all kinds of fancy tents, lots, humongous ranks of various samurai and other warriors from all over Japan. The Tyrant Shogun has conquered and forced into service, and now they're all together, and the town is in under a state of siege. They've got most of the villagers have all gone into the safety of the castle. And Pidgey-kun and the 6 metal hero warriors. I keep on calling getting their names kind of mixed up. It's 6 metal heroes are on the walls holding off this attack, but probably the siege not going to last too long.
Time to cause some chaos.
I am going to charge up.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's dawn as you are approaching the edge of their camp. Are you going to
I think I will also try.
make your presence known, or what's the plan here? Remember, you do want to get into a duel with their champion.
Should we
Venerable
call him
Oni.
out?
I would like to emissary into the camp and seek a audience. Let him know what he's about to be up against.
Okay, so I'm going to say you go ahead. Is anyone coming with you in this diplomatic white flag mission?
Oh, no.
I'm on my giant spider.
Or are you going to show him what he's about to be up
Yeah.
against?
Okay. So you head inside, you weave your way through the camp. I would say instantly some sentries spot you and escort you. You got the white flag. They have a white flag in feudal Japan. I don't know. A banner of
an emblem probably of just saying where we're from.
Yeah, that makes sense. That you're
I don't
with
feel like they
Lord
believed in
Pidgey-kun.
white flags, actually.
Well, they must have had
Some form.
some form of this is
Parlay,
we want to talk. We're not here to fight. We just want to discuss things.
Just don't know that term.
Yeah, they had negotiations. I'm sure.
Yeah, they had, but once a battle started, you weren't supposed to surrender.
Yeah, exact. Yeah, you seppuku yourself, from what I recall. From what I recall from watching Lone Wolf and Cub, I don't know. That dude didn't surrender. He put a sword and a ball in front of his kid and made him choose, and then put him in a baby cart of death and took him all over the countryside. Well, that's Ogami Ito for you. So you are brought into this large, elaborate tent, lots of fancy furnishings, carpets, hangings, and the Tyrant Shogun, who is actually really, really tiny, and kind of a big round head. This is the feudal Japanese version of the Tyrant, who became the Beneficent in our world, but he's not the Beneficent now. So he's sitting there. He has a sword that is as big as him. that he's hanging out. And then next to him is his champion, Venerable Oni, who is a very pale, nasty, he's kind of pudgy, got a bit of a gut Oni with those 3 eyes.
Oh, this fucking guy again.
Exactly, and he is that sort of like short, stubby red hair. It is Veracity as an Oni. He's getting like massaged by like 4 people and is just throwing back the sushi rolls like there's no tomorrow.
I feel it coming on again, just like it did before. They feed your pride with boredom and they lead you on to war.
Are you going with him?
Yeah, I'm on
Mayonaka?
I'm on my spider.
Okay, so you're going with this like diplomatic mission. Toketsu, what's your plan while they're? What are you doing while they're doing this? You like doing the more stealthy approach, or just hanging back? Yeah, what Nick? What do you think?
Sorry.
Toketsu? I know all these names, a little confusing. You lean back to your
I
actual.
don't have to go with you guys either.
Well, it's up to you. I would
Yeah, it's
say.
up to you.
Crazy girl and the giant spider. It's
I mean,
It
definitely.
sends a message.
Yeah, it draws
sends a
attention,
message.
but
Yeah.
they're not hiding, so it
Okay.
does work.
yeah.
It could back up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I'll just be behind him and sort of. I have so many conditions right now. I don't have all of them yet, but
Oh no! Maybe someone wants to give him a quick comfort and support of some kind.
I can try, but I don't have mundane anymore.
I'll roll for you.
All right, go for it. What do you say to him?
After all the things you've done so far, my friend, I believe you can definitely stand in front of this man, no sweat. Cool as you are.
Don't worry, this guy's a punk.
It's a 9.
All right, pretty good. You get to clear a condition.
I'll take out the insecure that I just got from charging. So still angry and guilty.
All right. Well, you might get a chance to take that out in this
Yep.
in what's coming.
Take your anger out on somebody important.
So as you're coming in, Venerable Oni's like, "Oh, great! It's these guys.
Oh, great, it's this douchebag.
You're not supposed to remember. You're supposed to be like some weird sort of samurai thing. I don't know. Anime's for nerds.
I don't know, it's just something
Still
about your
ugly is
face.
what you are.
Ugh.
I want to destroy you.
Yeah, well, I'm blaming you for all of this. Like, I was gonna rewrite everything so it was gonna be just a cool, action-packed, fun adventure.
Cool is relative.
You're
I should
just
know.
dying to get
Oh, oh, great, ice puns. That's what we're doing, huh? Ugh. Now I get to be this Oni. At least I got these sick muscles. Look at this, swole. Third eye is pretty cool too.
Yeah, too bad about your gut.
Yeah, well, look, the food here is delicious. I mean, usually I stick with just a hamburger and fries for every meal,
Because you're fat.
all the time. Oh, there we go. Just making fun of my weight because you've got nothing else to say. Ugh. Typical liberal SJW.
Well, I would say if you're tired of the verbal abuse, perhaps you'd like to show your physical prowess against our champion here.
Ugh.
If not, I would only fear for the rest of your army, as these mechanical spiders is one of many specimens that we could bring.
Why don't you give me a provoke on him?
Sweet. So 9.
Whoa, nice. Okay.
Glad you
So?
did
He'll be like, all right, I'll throw down. You just got to get a little man over there to okay it. But yeah, let's do it. As soon as you get him, bring
that.
it.
There you go, man.
You've done this entire exchange in English, by the way. Very weird.
I want to start taking bets on this.
The Tyrant Shogun is like, why are you speaking such a weird foreign tongue?
I switch back to Japanese. Mr. Tyrant, we've come to an agreement, and your right hand, Oni, I would say, is willing to.
Ha! Venerable Oni, he is nothing but a beast that I unleash on my enemies. You must talk to me if you want to make some sort of deal.
Well, how about this?
You wish to surrender Pigeon Hill? I accept.
How about this?
What? Oh,
If our man here can defeat your beast, then you must retreat.
Give me a provoke.
Shit.
Team points?
Yeah, you can use team points. You have two of
I
them.
still have a -2 to provoke.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
no.
hurting on that roll. That's,
Uh-huh.
All right, somebody else was needing to provoke him.
How about this? You dishonor yourself by
Yeah,
letting this
you
troll
provoke, 'cause you're the-
fight for you.
What?
You're proving you have no power on your own. That you have to rely on your army, your bodyguard, everyone except yourself.
Duh!
It proves how weak you are.
Ah! One of those like faces turn red. One of those angry hashtag. I'm not sure what they're
He's
pulsing
taken
vein
things that
things.
could be alright, that could be nice, and he made them so ugly.
Even
so
more
damn ugly.
motion
Exclamation
lines.
points, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
are going everywhere. All right, give me a provoke on him. You're saying the right things though for this little guy.
Mark potential.
All right, Venerable Oni's
That's
like.
a 3.
Venerable Oni's like. Actually, I got a better idea. I'll just get this guy's Lord High Executioners. Yeah, that's right. I saw the Mikado. I don't think it's problematic at all. Perform it all the time, I say. Ugh. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna get his Lord High Executioners just take off all your heads. And I'm just gonna sit out here eating sushi and getting sick massages all the time. Maybe this anime shit's not so bad after all.
Die, 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 my darling. I'm gonna unleash your reality storm on him.
All right.
Because I want to.
Yeah, he'll.
I'm tired of his talk.
Good idea. Okay, give me the reality storm.
Well, that was not great. But on the other hand, it's still a 7.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Okay.
Yay, free.
We need a good roll.
That's
I
a
know, it's
terrible
been-
roll, but it
It's look, it hits. So which one are you picking there?
hits.
On Venerable Oni.
I am going to create an opportunity for my allies.
All right, so
Maybe you can smack them with your sword right now.
all this.
Need to break the sword.
Has he seen it yet?
Mhm.
Has he seen the blade yet? Maybe you could pull it out as like an intimidation. Like this is what you want back.
well, I mean, right now he is like blasted. He's knocked out of his
Okay.
couch and is like just coming up, snarling, smoking.
Oops, I did it again.
Oh yes.
I'll take that opportunity to just fly into him, grab him, and take him off somewhere so I can fight him.
All right, give me unleash your powers for that to fly.
6 and a 5, 11.
Nice. I was gonna be like, an Oni's a lot heavier than like a kid, but you do it. You actually
Enhanced
handle the
strength.
Oni better than you could carry the little kid.
I do have enhanced strength in the suit.
That makes sense. You smash into him, just rip out of the tent.
Alright, I'll take care of him. Try not to die.
Are you carrying him to like any particular spot?
The rooftop.
Like in the like castle in town?
Yeah.
All right, so you're zooming over, carrying the Oni there.
As he's flying off, I go, I'm gonna fight him off. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back.
You're damn right.
Boo, do, 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 do. Oh wait, I can't do any more notes or we'll be sued by the.
Yeah, not more than 5, right?
Yeah. The whites are notoriously litigious.
Yes.
Well, as you're doing that, the Tyrant Shogun calls out like, "Destroy them all!" Still glowing red, lots of motion lines, and a whole bunch of his samurai, backed up with more of those Tsuchigono spiders, are rushing in to assist.
Ooh.
So what are you guys doing?
I do my best.
Oh, also you still have Van Floyce's like gunpowder if you want to like use that in your plan somehow.
Yeah, we could say I've got a ton of gunpowder up on this spider that I've got.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well.
What do you want to have? Maybe I think Cybot. I think Nick or Dallas has something.
I was gonna suggest. I know this is your abilities, but he does need to fight one-on-one, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just.
Because I'm trying to do something where I can either get him to be off in a side thing and like.
Well, he did
I
pick
am
up
on the
Venerable
roof.
Oni. Yeah, he's
Right,
in the
oh, okay.
castle.
He is
right now.
away.
All right, so
Yeah.
then.
So it's just us and the army left.
All right.
So.
I'm going to distract what I can then to give people opportunities to fire up. And
So how are you distracting them? this onrushing army of samurai and mechanical spiders.
I mean, it said it had to be defeated in a duel, but does that immediately disbar anyone else from coming in, say smack him in the back of the head?
It is unclear.
It's true.
But right now, I mean, you are kind of far away from him, though,
Yeah.
so it would take a little bit of effort to get to where you are. You're in the Pitch and Hill Castle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I guess, take some of these things that are explosives and kind of run by the enemy, let them down.
Whoa! All right, so why don't you give me a directly engage for that? Roll plus danger, I think.
Not my strong suit, but I'll take that as an
Nice,
11.
nice.
Whoa! All right, so pick 2 against this charging horde of samurai.
Alright, so I'm gonna resist as I go, so nothing happens to me.
That makes sense. No spears or puncturing you.
And I'm totally creating that opportunity for everybody. Like I said, just setting down some bombs for some people that want to do some fire.
All right,
and
so the
stuff
explosion just rip in front, and their charge is ruined. Let's have Nick and Kat, and then we'll get to the duel with you versus Venerable Oni.
So, yeah, I'm going to combination Constructs, Boost, and Reality Storm. Gonna just use all of my burn in one go.
Whoa!
and just,
All right, let's do it.
And just go straight for the Tyrant.
Whoa! All right, let's see. Super Ice Warrior versus little guy with big alien head. Oh. Dice off the table.
Oh,
Okay, that's...
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, that's good.
Whoa! All those bad
Nice.
rolls.
No, you
Now the
gotta
good
do with
ones.
that dice one.
Yep, and that clears angry because I'm totally hurting him.
So which ones are you taking there?
I am going to resist and avoid. And yeah, I'm just gonna take his head.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Just like ice sword to his little neck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, his head comes flying off, bounces away, and a humongous torrent of blood just rushes up.
Yes. Very lone wolf. Yeah.
More blood than his ball.
Yeah, way more than his. Somehow, this little guy had like a fire hose worth of blood just oozing out there.
And then I'm just going to grab his head, walk out
Oh dang!
walk out of the tent, and just be like, "Stand down, or you will be next."
Okay. You might that'd be a provoke, but
It
let's
would
see
be.
what maybe Kat is gonna do something
Well,
to.
see what he does.
Ooh, all right.
He already said he'd do the thing.
Okay, so let's have you roll provoke.
Still, hopefully, shit.
Potential.
Just
All
every
right.
single time I try and provoke.
So you hold the head, but I mean, come on. The Tyrant Shogun was not particularly hard to kill. He's not a very strong. He ruled by personality and strategy, not fighting. And he had Venerable Oni as his champion. So his warriors are going to perhaps avenge him unless Mayonaka's going to do something.
So how many of these people are there?
Well, right now there's maybe like 30 or 40, but you are in the middle of an army.
Okay,
A couple hundred.
right. But like, what's my immediate situation? Like, who's?
You're like walking out of the tent with him holding up the head,
Yeah.
and there is like 30, there's like maybe 50 samurai converging from all directions.
Okay. She goes, "I'm a street walking cheetah with a heart full of napalm."
Whoa.
And then she's going to use overcharge. So you channel the full capacity of your incredible powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses. I'm reshaping the environment, by the way. Spend 2 burn and take 10 plus whatever your unleash your powers are. Or take a 10 plus when you unleash your powers. So I'm unleashing my powers.
Nice.
And the way
yeah,
that
you
I'm
do it.
unleashing the way that I'm reshaping the environment is she goes, "Baby, detonate for me," and the whole everything in front of her is just lava.
Whoa. All right, yeah, these samurai are just falling in there, melting up, lots of screams. It's not pretty.
That's how she's reshaping the environment.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Venerable Oni and Yasuke are like smashing down onto the roof of this castle.
There we go. Time to put your metal where your mouth is.
He's like, yeah, we'll do, and I'm gonna smash your mouth in half.
That wasn't good at all.
He just takes he's a big old, like, war club, these smashes try to hit you with.
Alright. I'm gonna put my game face on. Going to mark. In this situation, honestly, kind of guilty.
I just used up all my burn.
Left my team back there a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out, but yeah, you did kind of just go off on your own.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go mano against him. Alright, let's go.
By the way, somewhere there's an active volcano that's been replaced with a city street in Japan.
Or, I mean, it was like a field, where the army was camped, but...
Oh, okay, yeah. So some.
Yep, harmless field. Now Mount Fuji was just a field. Wait, Fuji's not a volcano.
Well, it was.
Right. Okay.
It's still semi-active, I believe.
Could say it's Krakatoa. Just replaced.
Cool.
Alright.
All right. So let's have. So what are you doing to him?
I'm going to, just engage him in a fight and see if I can break this against his sword.
Yeah, he's a big,
It's
nasty
club.
Oni club. All right, give me a directly engage.
So I don't know if +1 forward actually makes it a +4 or does it just stay at +3?
So
Yeah.
wait.
Game face gives me a +1 forward against the action I'm taking, like committing myself to.
So yeah,
Yeah.
It's
It's an additional +1 to
plus
whatever
Okay.
you already have. Yeah.
So this is a 13 then.
Whoa.
Nice.
All right. So what does this look like?
Alright. So first I'm going to avoid and resist his blows, and then I am going to take his sword, his club from him, by breaking this against it.
Whoa.
so they're
Okay.
both shattered.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So you swing down. The sword shatters. The club shatters. Both of you guys fall off of the castle roof and like crash to the ground. Venerable Oni like just rolls over and is lost on the ground there, and you can see as the chunks of the sword fall to the ground, they form these shimmering mirror portals, and looking through, you can see Scooter's room.
That place again. Alright,
However, Venerable Oni, he's maybe down, but he's not out. He's pulling himself up, and he's like, alright, I'm gonna go in there, row that Sister Midnight out, and get to the world I want to be in. Enough of this Naruto shit.
Too bad, you're gonna have to get through us first.
I don't believe she'd let you anyway.
It's a great time for the rest of the team to just.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, you guys, I mean, even though you weren't there, you know this happened. Like,
Oh.
I mean, the world is coming asunder, you know it.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna get there? You do have unfortunately, you're an island surrounded by lava.
Are we?
Goodbye, cool sword.
I'm afraid Sister Midnight reformed that, so how are you gonna get over there?
I'm gonna charge up.
I don't really have.
Dang, I did good on that roll. That was
Whoa,
What's
nice.
the distance?
It's, I mean, not too far, but the lava is the main thing.
Oh shit, there's lava everywhere.
Yeah, you can look back and notice this burning lake of lava.
I am going to use one of my burn to do a move. And I'm
Okay.
going to just grab the two of them, like almost by the scruff of their necks.
And just teleport them right over there?
Yeah, just me and them and the giant spider makes
All right.
4.
As I was saying, you're gonna have to get through us first, and then everyone shows up.
Challenge accepted. Venerable Oni is racing towards you.
I note that Sister Midnight in Scooter's room is looking at this fight.
Oh, for sure.
And she's smiling, and it's like she has too many teeth.
Ooh. So what are you guys doing to stop Venerable Oni from trying to get in?
I'm gonna do a moat over the shards.
All right,
so
so
that
like
it's
block him in
impossible
there.
to pass. Yeah.
I got a plan, but let's everyone go first. Oh, yeah.
So it's not possible to go any closer to them.
All right. So the moat appears. Venerable Oni crashes into it and falls back. He's stumbles a few steps back and it's recovering his strength when he hears an angry French accent. It's his Cosette, who's like, "You'd hurt my dragon, you son of a bitch!" And she crashed into him with her flaming sword. And she is joined by Warship Princess, who rams into Venerable Oni. And together, they both throw him to the ground to start beating the everything out of him.
Welcome, my friends, to the show that never ends.
And with that, Sister Midnight is motioning you to come inside.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'll let us pass through the moat.
Okay, so you head inside, and now you are all in your chairs in the very room that we are in.
All right.
Sister Midnight says, "Well, that was interesting.
Well, that was interesting.
That dude just gets uglier every time.
Well,
wish
you
I
can't
kept-
say the outside doesn't match the inside.
Can't say the outside doesn't match the inside.
Exactly.
Exactly.
He's just a very ugly man. Just ugly. My God, in every universe, I cannot believe how ugly the son of a bitch can be.
Some things are continuous in realities.
I think so. And you've reached almost the bottom. What awaits you next is perhaps the darkest reality of all, the worst one,
The darkest reality of all, the worst one?
the one where Paragon won.
Oh, the one where Paragon won.
I managed to trap him in here, or at least some heroes did in the past.
I mean, I know it's broken, but would I be able to bring this into the next world?
You can try to. It might be in a different form.
All right.
Might
So-
be in a different form.
Exactly. What she said.
What she said.
I mean, what she said.
Yeah. Anyways.
What she said. What you said.
What she said, what you said.
Okay. Let's not. It's gonna spill into a loop.
Sister Midnight, this is going to be very confusing. What I'm saying is, go to this other world. You got to find Paragon.
Find Paragon.
Find some way to unlock your powers.
Find some way to unlock our power.
And unlock a portal that won't take you here, but will take you back to the real world.
Back to the real world?
Exactly.
Our world, right?
That's right.
Okay.
When you bring him there, and I'm afraid our friend Veracity will come with him. That's when you can defeat him for good.
Oh, cool.
That's where we can defeat him for good.
Seem to die.
Yes, I know.
So, I'll ask you this. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
She's looking at herself. She's like, well, ready or not,
I was born for this.
I guess here we come.
We got no choice. Let's do it.
Ready?
Here we come.
Here I come.
This should be
And
bigger.
with that,
Sorry, I wasn't trying to say
the world again changes around you. All of you are in new forms, and now you are. I'm trying to think of the. I wrote down your actual names, not superhero names. We have Cameron Varys.
Yep.
Your name was Menendez or
Giorgio Mendeles.
Giorgio Mendeles. Okay. And I don't think we actually got Judge's real. I think we got in the Western one.
I mean, that's just my name. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had to come up with a Western name, but I could have.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Because you weren't really wasn't really a secret identity thing. It was Judge just something Devereaux. What was your first name?
Montgomery.
Montgomery Deborah.
So Montgomery Devereaux, Giorgio Mendeles, Agnes Woodhouse, and Cameron Varys are just 4 ordinary people in our world, and you're all like office workers at Paracore. Just a normal, you're just normal kind of office drones, 9 to 5 in it. Hating Mondays. Yeah, I mean Agnes is maybe wearing that kind of outfit, just a hoodie.
Hello,
On
Mr.
Fridays only, on
Anderson.
casual Fridays only.
Yeah. Corporate black ties. All right,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Or I mean it can be like casual.
Cameron hates having to wear stuff.
Nah, he sounds corporate.
Yeah.
This is what I went to college for? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Or maybe Paracore's like
The Bobs.
one of those, like Google or Facebook type like fun corporations where they're like, you guys need to sleep here and play
Yeah,
basketball.
Paragon even has like a very fun little mustache. It's the Spacers.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
bet.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's why he's there.
Yeah,
Cameron
and
would
they're
not be-
they're all like this app will change the world, but they're still horrible.
No, Cameron wouldn't be caught dead in a corporate desk.
Well, I mean, even though it's got like a special ergonomic standing stool or something, it's still a desk. So yeah,
Or, well, a cubicle kind of situation.
exactly. It's definitely except for Paracore doesn't use cubicles. We have shared Creato spaces, we call them.
No,
Yeah,
they
you
are
guys are
creative.
welcome for that, by the way. I'm also the one that brought in the electric skateboards.
Those I used quite a bit.
Yeah, they're pretty badass.
The one sense of brevity in this place.
I mean, look, when you've got a campus this big, you need a way to get around fast, and why not look rad when you're doing it?
Hey, this
Exactly. And in
This is better than some
Paracore,
of the
it's
other
all
companies.
about being rad, as well as what's the word they use? Not destructive. Disruptive. That's it.
Disrupt the system.
Yeah, as well as being just look at I'm trying to think of what Masersky's name would be in this. Just look at one of our oldest coders from the 90s,
Well,
nicknamed Mouse,
I'm
who's
trying to remember what her real name
what her
is.
actual if you can
I
find
remember
it.
her last name was Murray.
Yeah, when you look at Murray there, she's all about disrupting disrupting the system /
Oh, Modesty. Her first
Yeah.
name was Modesty.
Modesty there is all about disrupting the system. By the way, I need you guys to come in on Saturday.
But Saturday was supposed to be our day off, man.
Well, hey, sometimes you gotta pull those hours.
And
for
there aren't like weekends anymore. That's like an old concept.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like things like the gender binary and shit.
Yeah. And then so Paragon, or whatever his name would be exact. I'll
Harry.
Oh, you're right. Like Perry gone.
Mr. Perry.
Yeah. Or yeah, Mr. Perry is what it would be. Mr. Perry's like, all right, I'll just leave you geniuses to figure it out. Got to go discuss some mergers, acquisitions.
Cool.
He heads away.
Oh.
And he peeks down. He's like, oh, and by the way, play nice with Mr. Rackety over there.
Perry,
Yo.
we're still gonna have like the private Jeff Tweedy concert though for everybody on Saturday, right? Like to reward them for their work.
Oh, sure. I'm all about rewards.
Yeah, see, it's cool. We work, then we enjoy some nice like probably Wilco. I never know what he's gonna play, Jeff. He's a great guy though.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Jeff Tweedy?
Gorgeous.
Who is Jeff Tweedy? I also don't know.
Oh, he's the lead singer and guitarist of Wilco.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course they bring him in.
Who's guitar singer?
Sorry.
Having a melodrama, right? Yeah. Anyway, it's pretty great. Like I think it's going to be the best time since like Jeff Mangum brought in his kazoo.
Mm.
I'm not even gonna ask.
And then Vern Acady kind of pokes his head in.
A lot of people would have rather he played guitar, but I thought it was more edgy that he played kazoo.
Again, this sort of pudgy guy with a sarcastic T-shirt, being like, "So do you guys all read my memo about how certain viewpoints aren't welcome here and like intellectual diversity is suffering? Read my memo. It's really interesting and important. Okay?
Sure, whatever, nerd.
Cool.
Yeah. Bye." Ugh.
Bye.
And that is what he is like in this world. Just an annoying jerk of a coworker.
Do people still do kicking signs?
Oh,
I wanna
I'd,
play it.
I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right, and that's where we're gonna pick up. Not next week, because next week is gonna be our time traveling Generation Hero / Villain one shot. I mean, all kinds of characters might be involved in that
The
one.
alternate universe.
Well, there will be alternate universes. There will be time travel. It will get weird. There will be maybe revisiting old episodes. All that and more in our next special one-shot. But then after that, we'll return. Nick will be back with us, and we'll have episode 4 of Generation Hero entitled "The Bad Guys Win," where we'll see what happens if the bad guys win. Before we go, I just want to, because again, even though it's a new world, and you're the modern tech drone renditions of your characters.
It's a really cool company that Perry and I started. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting.
It's better than the other corporations.
Paracon.
Better than Starbucks.
Yeah. Oh, you know, Paracon's not
I
unionized.
mean, I know that like we've moved out to the suburbs, but that was just so the kids could be going to a better school. Like we're still the same cool people. Like we still are with it.
Exactly. Oh, by the way, you guys aren't employees; you're contractors, so no benefits.
We don't even get dental.
Nope.
Son of a.
You know,
He's gonna be
Mark
like,
here-
let's get Obamacare. I voted Democrat.
right?
Yeah,
we both
exactly.
did.
Exactly.
We're big Clinton backers.
Oh, for sure. I'm with her.
I'm still with her too.
I know.
Oh, do you guys
Hashtag resistance.
right?
Yeah.
Do you guys want some pussy hats? By the way, I still got a bunch kicking around.
Yeah, I mean, her Instagram, his feed has been blowing up pictures of those. So great.
They're really good. I made some rainbow ones for like the gay community,
Yeah, such an important cause.
right?
Yeah, by the way, we're slashing all your pay.
Okay, so you say that, and then you do another thing.
Hashtag Paragon Feminism.
Sweet.
Yeah. So let's start with Nick for the closing session. So, do you think you grew closer to the team, grew into an image of yourself, or grew away from the team?
I would say you grew closer.
Okay. That makes sense to me. I definitely see some teamwork going on there.
Yeah.
So, who do you so you either mark potential, clear a condition?
I think I'm gonna clear the guilty that I could not get rid of.
Yeah. And who would you
It's hard to get rid
who
of.
would you give influence to? You think?
Let's go.
Who do you think you're like forging a friendship with?
I would say Judge.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. He was able to comfort me in my time of insecurity.
Oh, for sure. And he was definitely all about teamwork.
Yep.
So, speaking of that, Dallas, Judge, which one do you think you would pick?
I think this time, instead of trying to like rush in and be all like battle, that was definitely not my character. So this time, I think because I used provoke pretty well, I'm going to say that I grew into a better
like
image of myself on that one.
Yeah, there was some good provoking.
I'm going closer to the team. I've definitely felt like I was like, okay, I'm better off as not like the guy that rushes in. So I'm definitely feeling closer. But I think better image of myself this time.
So you think you're shifting like
I didn't
superhero?
get knocked out. I didn't get knocked out. and that
Oh,
felt
that's
good.
true. Yeah, so Judge is doing better
I'm
there.
gonna shift some labels, yeah.
For Montgomery Devereaux is doing better there. How about Agnes Woodhouse?
Oh well, yeah. It's Woodhouse Perry, actually.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, hyphenated.
Yeah.
It's so
totally.
important.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at any rate, I have a different image of myself right now, so I'm really high on mundane. I'm still a little bit of a freak, though.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
you can ask Perry
like
about that.
hashtag quirky, so random.
Right? We're like super open about it. Guys, I'm gonna bring in my ukulele.
Oh, can you believe it? She's going to be strumming up a storm.
Oh, you guys, I know how to. I've worked up the entirety of Straight Out of Compton on ukulele.
Oh, it's so great.
It's really fun.
Seriously?
It's really fun.
That is something to see. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided she looks almost exactly like Zoe Deschanel.
Oh, that sort of makes sense. By the way, universal health insurance just can't work. You know, just not for our country, I'm afraid. Like, where's the money going to come from? That's what I'm asking.
The
I
government.
still say that if we end like all of our stupid endless wars, there's plenty for Medicaid for all.
I don't think Mr. Perry would support that. He's all about, he's like, hey, I just
That's
believe the
'cause we
private
see it.
industry is going to do a better job of things. Or actually, maybe public-private partnerships, Hey, I say yes in my backyard.
Yeah, you've been talking to Trey and Matt too much lately. That's what that sounds like.
All right, well, enough of this weird... Yeah, Paragon's a neoliberal, I guess. That makes sense to me.
Good.
Marvin, how about you for your for Cloud Singer's end of session?
Yeah, it's kind of tough because all three could apply. So, Alright. Gonna roll a dice. 1 to 2, the first one.
Oh,
3 to
interesting.
4, the second one. 5 to 6, the last one. 1. Grew closer to the team. Which makes sense because I was kind of deferring to the rest of the team to what to do. Like, is this alright? Can I do this? When I had a specific goal, we worked together and just,
And I
came to a
definitely
great
think,
solution.
one of them did fuse your feet to the floor, but
You're welcome.
another one got your feet off the floor, so...
Hey.
Yes. So I'll give influence to Judge.
Ah, okay.
Or was that? No, it wasn't Judge.
Yeah, I think it was...
Take that back. It's Cryo.
Yeah, that was Cryo did that one.
The Judge did free me from the wall. Mm-hmm. And Cryo freed me from the floor. And you stuck me to the floor.
Like you said, the team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Teamwork. Focus on the good stuff there.
So,
All right, so I think with that, we'll kind
So
of
yeah,
draw
Cryo
this
gets influence, yeah.
draw this episode to a close. We'll see Mr. Perry Woodhouse. I don't know if he would change his name. He'd probably be like, you know what, babe, you know I value you, but Mr. Perry just rolls better off the tongue, for business. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
I need you to come in. on
thanks. I really appreciate your understanding, babe.
No, I get it. It's your brand. I mean,
Exactly.
we met in a branding class, so
Yeah.
I get it.
Ugh, I hate him so. It's gonna be like who's more loathsome, Mr. Perry, this like nasty milquetoast liberal type, or Vern Acady, the entitled fanboy.
Oh,
It'll be a contest. Who's the worst?
are we still gonna hang out with Elon on Sunday? I hear he's gonna launch a cow into space.
Oh, you know it. That guy. So epic, right?
It's pretty epic.
All right. Well, all this and more when Generation Hero: The Bad Guys Win is in 2 weeks. But next time we've got Generation Hero: Bad Time,
Oh no.
which will be an epic time travel adventure, and we'll have. I'm afraid I don't know if Nick can make it then, but
Yeah.
we'll have.
Next week.
Yeah, but we should have a guy named Will he's appeared on Total Fiasco, a whole bunch of great time tabletop shows. Really excited to get him here. Hoping to have him in the future when we go to our new show.
Yes.
So we'll have some guests. Maybe we'll get some other ones, but it should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to them.
Yeah, it should be good. Take a little break from this storyline. It'll be pretty nice next week. And I did take some time and update some schedule stuff. So if you want to go to our website, timetabletop.com/schedule, you can see more detailed of when these things are actually happening instead of just randomly happening. So we will see you next week, same time, same place, twitch.tv/timetabletop.
Yeah, the show time travels. The show schedule does not time travel.
But it's still the same Earth time. All right?
Same Earth time.
All right.
same-
Yes.
Earth
So we'll be
shape,
back. All right, everybody, make sure and what? Pull up a chair. Make time to
Make time
tabletop.
Tabletop.
To tabletop.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Good night.